later, you could jump back in here. Isn't it amazing to actually see how far the technology has come since you started so long ago?
Oh, wow. It's changed a lot. You know, we did have radar back when I was starting Weather Service 40 years ago, but not the beautiful color radar presentation that we have now. And
Ken worked hard behind the scenes, learning his craft. But being out of the spotlight, that wasn't where the chief belonged.
A lot of places all the way from Texas and Oklahoma.
It was on television, being North Georgia's weatherman. So in 1979, Ken joined WAGA.
When you left here and you made the shift from the National Weather Service to television, was that a tough transition?
Well, you know what? I had a job that was called the Disaster Preparedness Meteorologist for 3 years. It was a great position to have here at the Weather Service, and it got me out in the community. It got me into the schools. It got me into talking to the media.
All right, here we go. All the ingredients Ken needed to unleash his unforgettable personality on our community. Now, with the lights and the cameras, suddenly in the spotlight, Ken had to blend his forecasting ability with a little bit of razzle-dazzle. Problem is, the equipment back then, not so razzle-dazzle.
It's roll-away boards, it's magnets, it's the sun and the cloud. You throw that up on the board.
When you're using it, I mean, using what you have, you think, well, that's the best we have. I mean, that's just, you know, this is what it is.
Now, more than 35 years later, gone are the tacky suits, clunky equipment, and weather backgrounds that look like window blinds. This is the Ken we've grown to know and love. At his best, using the best technology in the business.
You're going to miss it? You're going to keep up with all of it?
I'm going to keep up with the weather. You know, I'm not going to have it ready by a specific time. You know, it's not going to be ready by 5 o'clock. You know, I'm still a meteorologist at heart. I want to know what's going to happen. Tuesday and
there it is. There you go.
That was great. I like the way you put that together.
It was a little walk down memory lane.
It certainly was. 40 years, you know, I started the Weather Service back then.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people knew where you got your start.
Yeah, you know, I went to the University of Texas. I got a degree in meteorology and mathematics, and then I started working for the Weather Service at Austin and Baton Rouge and came to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then 6 years later, it's like, oh, there's a job opening over Channel 5. I'm going to try for that. That's when Guy Sharp left the station for another station. And to my great surprise, they offered me the job. It was just wonderful.
Listen, I just want to, you know, from my heart, say thank you for being such a good friend. I mean, you and I joke every night that on the edge, it's why the viewers tune in to see you and I do our little
bantering.
To ham it up and to do our shtick.
Yeah, it's not for what we have to say. It's just this.
But it's real.
It is.
It's real between us. And I want to thank you for a great working relationship and a personal friendship. And as I told you and Susie earlier today, I wish you all the best in your retirement.
Thanks a lot.
You deserve it.
Thank you very much, Tom.
And we're going to miss you, Ken.
Appreciate it. I miss you guys, too.
All right. You could say goodbye tonight to Ken yourself. Head over to our social media sites on Facebook and Twitter or myfoxatlanta.com. Use the hashtag #ThanksKen. Trust me, folks, he's over in the Weather Center reading all of these and responding to them, and he's relishing them. So log on and say thanks to Ken. We're going to come right back with the weather right after this.